Hello YouTube and welcome to the Miniature Construction Company. Now, two things for this video. First, I've bought a new camera. Well, it's not new as such, it's new second hand for me. So hopefully the video quality will be better for you guys out there. I was using my tablet before to film everything, and it wasn't the best. In certain light conditions it would flicker and do all sorts of strange things. So hopefully this little Sony Cybershot camera I bought, very cheap off eBay, should improve the quality for you guys at home. Second is we are going to be fitting this bad boy. I've had it in my spares box for a little while. It's a racing, or apparently it's a racing 180 motor, sort of like one of the more powerful Nerf 180 motors that people use. So we're going to be trying it in the C14 here. Now, first thing we're going to do is see how quick this is stock, with a stock 180 in it. And to do this, I'm going to set up some pegs in the garden, do a few laps, 5, get an average time, and then fit the 180 motor and repeat the process and see if this thing is actually any better. So basically we've got an arrangement where, I don't know if you can see there, I've got two canes spaced exactly 4 meters apart. So I'll do 5 laps, record the time, and then we'll not only obviously see which one's faster, but be able to roughly get a speed out of it as well. Okay, we've come back indoors now to swap the motor over. So, I don't know if you can see there, focus, yes. Motor's installed. So, I'll put everything back together and take it outside and repeat the process. So, we've come back outside again, try the Nerf motor, and go. Check this out guys, it wheelies now. Well guys, I am absolutely gobsmacked. I was expecting it to be a little bit quicker, but it must be at least twice as fast. Also, it seems to have absolutely bags of torque as well. It's supposed to be a high RPM motor, so I was expecting it to swap some revs for torque, if you like, some power for torque. So what I'm going to do now, I wasn't going to bother before, but I will take it for a crawl around the garden on the course and see what it's like crawling over rocks and things, because it might be okay on the flat grass running around, might give you a bit of a false impression, but let's take it outside on the rocks and see what it's like then. So, is there anything in this idea of fitting a Nerf motor to your truck? Yes, there most definitely is. It was considerably quicker than the ordinary stock 180 motor. In fact, I'll put the times of the laps for you now. Did fitting the motor affect the truck's capability with regards to crawling? Not really, no. I'm going to say no. There was a slight, you notice a slight initial loss of torque, I'm going to say, but once you give the throttle a bit more of a squeeze, it, believe it or not, it soon overcame that. So I'm going to say no, not really. It made the throttle feel a little bit on off, but once you sort of adjusted to that, it wasn't an issue. The only issue I did have was after I'd stopped filming wheeling it up and down the garden, I actually did snap the metal pinion gear on the axle. So that people say that they're not very torquey, these racing motors. I can prove otherwise. That's the first time I've ever snapped one of these little metal pinion gears. But I was giving it death, so it's my own fault. So, in conclusion, would I recommend fitting one? I'm going to say yes, I would actually, yes, because it's a right laugh. Especially if you're not too confident with modifying bodywork and things like that, because these 180 motors obviously will push straight into the 130 or the ready to runs 130 gearbox housing. Obviously you've got to put your own pinion on the end, but that's not too much of an issue. So without modifying any of the bodywork or anything like that, these will go straight into the existing gearbox, and instantly you've got a lot more go than obviously the 130 and a standard 180. So yes, and they're quite quick. I mean, like I say, twice as quick whizzing around the garden, and it'll still crawl as well. So you know, it's a win-win. I will leave a link in the description to the eBay shop where I bought mine from. They're not particularly expensive, so that's another plus point. You might end up snapping one of these though, if you're not careful. Not too many wheelies, that's the key. So, as ever, if you've enjoyed this video and you found it of some use and some interest, give it a thumbs up, and please, if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button, and it makes all the difference to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.